Hey there, welcome back to our Okie Dokie Life. Today I am in our greenhouse going to pick a few little veggies. I'm going to do a recipe today. You saw where we went to the Okie Homestead Expo last month, and I did a class taught by Stacy from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and part of that class she gave out her cookbook, and so I'm going to try a recipe from her cookbook today. So follow along as I gather up some veggies. This recipe, I'm going to get a few tomatoes and a couple different varieties here. I'm also going to get a couple basil leaves. Oh, I know you can't smell this, but it smells so good. And then I'm going to get a couple peppers. Now I've got my veggies. Let's go in and make this recipe. Okay, now we've got our items set up in our new room, ready to make this recipe. I've washed my hands and washed all the veggies. So what we are making is Stacy's easiest tomato sauce that you'll ever make. This is a recipe you can find in her book. This is what we got at the class that we went to. And so I'm super excited to try this one. So this requires tomatoes, some garlic, and pepper. And I'm going to use, it says a sweet pepper, I'm just going to use a sweet banana pepper. And then I've got my basil leaves and garlic, and so let's get it started. It says to quarter up the tomatoes, and we're going to put this in a quart jar. So we're just going to quarter them up real quick. And it asks for 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to use this handy dandy garlic peeler. This I found on Amazon. I'll leave the link down below for you. It makes peeling it super easy. You just put it in there, roll it back and forth a few times, and it comes out clean. Okay, and the recipe calls for it peeled and chopped. So now we'll chop them, and then first you smash it, and then we'll chop it. I'm actually going to put a 3rd clove in this one. 3 basil leaves chopped, so we're going to go ahead and chop these up as well. And a sweet pepper dice, so we're going to use this banana pepper. And it says to put a tablespoon of it in there, but I'm going to put like, I think I'm just going to put the whole thing. Stacy seemed very much like you kind of make it your own. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so now we've got that in there. And I believe all that's left is to put salt in there. You are supposed to leave it to where it's 1 inch headspace, and I think I actually need to put some more tomatoes in there. So let's chop up another one. And I think once it settles, it's going to have plenty of space in there. Okay, so I think once we start shaking this around, it will pack. So now I'm going to add in the salt. Okay, now I'm going to use the salt. I'm actually going to be using Redmond's real salt. This was a little salt shaker that came with the class, so I'm excited to use it and try the Redmond's Real salt. Everything I've heard about this is phenomenal. It is mined here in the United States in Utah, and it has all sorts of minerals that are great for you that we don't get in our normal table salt that we use. So this recipe uses 4 teaspoons. So I'm going to put 4 teaspoons in. Okay, now that we've got that in there, we're going to put the lid on. And shake well. You can already see the juices forming in there. I kind of feel like I need to put more tomatoes in there though. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because it calls for 2 pounds of tomatoes, and that was only maybe a half a pound. So pretty. You see my basil in there, and I've got my banana pepper in there. So now, all we do is we let this sit on our countertop out of direct sunlight for 2 to 3 days to let it ferment, and each day we will burp it, and then it will be ready to use, and we just put it in the refrigerator or in cold storage, and it'll last for, I believe, up to a year. So this is awesome and super easy. I'm so excited. So thank you for watching as I made another recipe out of Stacy's book. We'll see you later. Bye.